Hello everyone, JRDL96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's another Markiplier video, and this one kind of caught my attention because of the title alone. Because it involves a book, and Markiplier writing a book? Now, I do know that some people have asked him back in like 2015, and I think it's in one of his reading your comments videos. Somebody asked him if he would be if he was interested in writing a book about his life or whatever, and I don't remember what he said, but he was like, I really don't remember, but he said something like, I don't know if it would be worth something. He said something about in response, but I just don't remember because it's been ages. But I guess he decided to finally write a book, or someone else did without his permission. But I might as well figure out, but then again, was this the surprise that he was referring to in one of his 3 Scary Game live stream? Was this the surprise? Well, I guess we'll find out. So, let's get right into it. So without further ado, let's react to this video, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have done it. If you didn't know, I have made it to the top. I am King of Kings. I have reached the elite of the elite levels of success. I have my own book! That was not written by me. Philip Wolney has written a book about me. I was not made aware that this was happening. It's almost as if my permission wasn't asked for. I don't even know if my permission was necessary. I don't know the legality of someone making a book about me without my permission. Just email my lawyer a link to this video because I'm a little curious about this one. I don't know. I have no idea. Because this was not free. This was sold, or at least I'm assuming it was sold because Ethan got this for me from Amazon. I'm not going to provide a link to it because that'd be weird. But the series is known as Top Video Gamers in the World Trademark. Trademark. Markiplier Fishbox, star YouTube gamer, star YouTube gamer with 10 billion plus views. Well, it's already out of date. Mr. Wolney, you need to do your research because I forgot I'm not recording my desktop at the moment. I'll just say the number and then let's put it on the screen. Gently, just lay it on the screen like a sweet summer's kiss. I have 12,567,942,696 views as of this word. I don't know, that's not a word. As of that noise that came out of my mouth, that's how much
12 billion.
So Mr. Wolney,
I'm guessing that book was written a couple years ago.
Mr. Wolney, you have some explaining. I demand an updated edition unless I demand that this be taken down. I'm not sure what I'm going to demand yet because I have not read it yet. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through this book. Now, I have intentionally not read this. I've skimmed the first few pages, and I skimmed a little bit inside, but I have not read this. We are going to go on this journey together. I am going to review this book so that you don't have to. But I am in league. I'm in league with these names here.
Ninja.
The likes of El Rubius, Garmendia, and Ninja. That's the kind of elite club that I'm currently in right now. These people here, just my pals. So we're going to go through this book and we're going to see what it's all about because I'm not 100% sure what it is all about. I mean, it's probably about me.
Clearly, it's in the title of the book.
Just right off the bat, the first picture that you see when you open it up. I don't know who took this, but I know where it is. It's at Comic-Con
San Diego
2016. One of the most hellish adventures of signing things I've ever done in my life, and I've done a lot of those. All right. It was March in 2015, and Mark Edward Fishbach was in the hospital.
Yeah, that was from his...
Why are you starting here? This isn't even the first time I was in the hospital. If you were to start this, you would start at the
very beginning of his career.
To not be serious, fortunately, but it was unusual for a 26-year-old in otherwise good health. I mean, not really if you had mentioned that I had been in the hospital.
Before, when he had his freaking
While his driver's license might say Mark Fishbach, you have no freaking idea what my driver's license says. He is better known to the world by his online handle, Markiplier. He's an immensely popular YouTube gamer and online star. He asked the nurse to hold the camera while he gave an update on his health situation. No, I asked my mom, who is a retired nurse, so technically, I'll give you a point. Put a point on the board for Walney. We're going to do, like, wrong answers and then technically correct answers, because I don't think that there are going to be any absolute correct answers. I'm really just hunting for the inaccuracies in the story that is the online star who made his name with numerous Let's Play videos that make use of his oddball sense of humor.
Sounds alright.
Technically correct.
Sounds
has more than 20 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. Okay, inaccuracy.
It was probably written in like 2016.
It's outdated on the number of subs by 5 million. We're up to 25 million, and God, there is such difference.
That was probably written in 2018.
In the hospital, Mark has a tube up his nose.
Yeah, the bowel obstruction.
Gamers, two separate peoples. He is one of the most popular and most watched content creators online. This is correct, yes.
One of.
Sometimes a little wild and always funny and engaging. Absolutely correct. Thank you for getting that right, Walney. Has become one of the most influential pop culture figures of his generation. Okay, here we go.
I doubt that.
Figures, influential. I don't think I could tell any single one of my fan base to do literally anything. I don't know how much influence I have when I can't even get them to say like a video. Or if I asked you guys to comment the letter B, you would shift gears and start typing the letter E, not only to spite me, but to go for a dead meme. That's how influential I am. People will go out of the way to do the opposite of what I want them to do. So that's
wrong.
An incorrect call. Markiplier and some of his YouTuber and gamer peers are the pop stars for a new generation. Nope. It is a generation that is always online, and online fame can be short-lived. I've been doing it for 8 years, so nope. Viral stars can explode onto the scene and seemingly fade away by the weekend. Technically correct. It takes a certain type of unique star power to gain the kind of fame Markiplier has, not only maintain it, but grow it. Well, I'm a big idiot, so I don't know what kind of star power I have. Got a sweet voice, though, and a huge dick, so, you know. Markiplier has also never been afraid of trying new things or experimenting with new formats. He has more recently started to branch out into comedy, despite setbacks, personal losses, including friends and family, and the difficulties of being a career online entertainer. Markiplier continues to thrive. I don't know, if you saw my day-to-day life, you would not say that I am thriving. I am living a good life, don't get me wrong, good life, but thriving, the jury's out on that one. In the 1980s, Mark's father, a career U.S. Army soldier, met his mother in South Korea. They later moved around. See, the grammar here makes it seem like my dad met his own mom in South Korea. Because you're saying the possessive Mark's father, so father is the subject, a career U.S. Army soldier, met his mother. His would refer to the subject. I want to be, okay, this is in the wrong call. My dad, his own mother in South Korea. That would be odd. In 1987, they welcomed their first child into the world, Jason Thomas Fishbach, called Thomas. You said that. On June 28, 1989, Mark Edward was born at Tripler Army Medical Center on the island of Oahu in the state capital, Honolulu. He was a big baby. 10 pounds and 3 ounces. 4.6 kilograms. This is... Alright, wait, no. Correct. I was and am a big baby. Not long after Mark was born, his father retired from the military after 23 years. They moved all the way to Cincinnati, Ohio, where Mark's father would work as an illustrator in publishing. Wrong. He worked as a layout artist, not an illustrator. He probably used Adobe Illustrator. I don't know. He worked as a layout artist. Wrong. All right, you know, there's a lot to go through. We're not going to read this whole book, so I'm just going to start skimming because there's going to be a lot of incorrect information. Oh, I think I talked about this in the video where Ethan showed this to me, but divorce, ups and downs. Yeah, because there's ups to divorce. 2 Christmases. 2 birthdays. Those are the ups. That's it. Everything else is down. Mark thought his mother in particular was unhappy with the marriage, especially since their father was a good deal older than her. where they mostly tried to ignore it and their parents tried to patch things up. Eventually, however, divorce became inevitable.
What?
That's all right, cool. I think what happened is they just watched my Draw My Life because they're literally only referencing my Draw My Life, which at this point is outdated information. I made that video in like 2013. And frankly, I didn't even know how to make a video like that at the time. It's so weird, because there's a section about my dad's death in here. Very weird to see someone else write about this and have information in here that isn't true. I mean, the broad strokes are true, but it's very clear that someone wrote this with the intent to fill in the gaps about how I felt about certain things. And that's where I kind of like draw the line, is like, sure, write a Wikipedia article about whatever you want, but if you're gonna write a book and sell it for money, don't put emotions in my face.
Let's see.
That's a no, Mr. Wolney. Okay, whatever. The entirety of my personal life has been condensed into 6 pages, which is more than I would have put it down to. I would have said, I was born a big fat baby. I grew up a big fat baby. My parents got a big fat divorce. And then I became a big fat adult. That's what happened to me. Around the time that Fishbach started, the online video streaming and video sharing platform known as YouTube, was only a few years old. It had officially launched in February of 2005. Yep. Google bought the service in 2006, seeing its enormous potential. In addition, a new generation, yada yada. Oh my God, who cares about YouTube? Enter Mark Fishbach, gamer and engineering major. He was unhappy for reasons beyond his father's death. This is 4 years after my dad died. I can guarantee you, I did not carry that with me for 4 years.
He had personal trouble, personal problems, doing work he was not relationship issues, and then he had the tumor.
All right, you got me on that one. That's technically correct. He needed something else. Nope, actually, at the time, you have not gotten to the crux of the issue. At this point, you are wrong, because I had no ambition to do more. So, wrong-o. You make it seem like I was destined for YouTube, which I definitely was not. Let's be very clear. Yeah. Books like this often make things seem like they were destined right after the fact. So they write with the assumption that it was like always in my intention to do something like this, which it was not. It was not. There was a catalyst. If you assume you make an ass of you and me. Do that, which I think a lot of people, when they're trying to make stories about people, whether fict or faction or fict. Faction? And the fict faction. Whether it's fict or fact, and this kind of hits on the fact that this is a little fiction. No, I had no ambition to be a YouTuber until 2012. I didn't even really think about YouTube as a whole until 2012. Who'd have thunked it? Oh, weird. Yeah, no, I was not on starting. I was gonna be an office monkey till the day I died. Soon enough, Fishbach decided to leave college, putting engineer behind him for good. What? When did I do this? He was also dying to leave standard office jobs and break out into something more exciting. What? No. At one point, a medical emergency landed him in the hospital. Here it is! Constant pain in his side was revealed to be his appendix, which had swelled up dangerously and needed to be removed. Doctors also noted that a fist-sized tumor in his adrenal gland that would have to come out. After his hospital ordeal, he brought a video camera to use for video. No.
They're combining both hospital visits.
No. Between my surgery and YouTube, there is a 4-month gap. I did not jump from surgery to YouTube, because that really wasn't even in my thought process. I thought about writing, I thought about game design, I thought about comic making, I thought about art, I thought about a bajillion things. I found YouTube. It was not a goal. It was never a goal. I never wanted to be a YouTuber. And yet here I am. I do now, not then. A devoted and serious gamer, Fishbach was also a natural in front of the camera. No. Lixian, pull up footage of my first time that I had a face cam. It was like Amnesia, some custom story. Why am I not recording my desktop? Yeah, okay, it's Amnesia Abduction, Part 12. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Amnesia custom story. Abduction. Wait. Who's that handsome guy up in the corner?
It's me!
Yeah, finally got my webcam so you guys can see my looks of horror. People were shocked that I looked Asian. People are still shocked to this day that I look Asian. Don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I am. Alright, Phoenix from the Ashes.
What?
Really? Me? A phoenix from the ashes? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 500,000 subscribers. Yep, that happened. Wilfred Warsash. Other characters. Sure did. Sure had those. Charity live streams. Yep, I do that. Quick hit facts. Literally, it says quick hit facts. Alright, let's do this. God damn it.
Whoops.
He is known for frequently changing his hair color and has dyed his hair blue, black, technically, yes. Red, pink, and other colors. No, those are a result of me swimming in the pool. Markiplier says he suffers from autonomatophobia, which is fear of mannequins and similar dolls. Yes. He has visited his mother's native country, Korea, on 3 separate occasions. Now 5. On the live stream, Markiplier once told his fans he had been diagnosed with mild attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It's not mild. 2 of Fishbach's favorite phrases while vlogging are, but either way, and well, alright then. Don't like that. No. Hang on. Lixian, stop putting a point in the... No, that's not right. You forgot about so anyway. You can't call me out like this, book. You can! Markiplier's famous logo, digital letter M with his trademark pink mustache, is all over his creative content. It is also featured on the hoodies, dog leashes, t-shirts, coffee cups, and other merchandise fans can buy on his online shop, which all goes to charity, by the way. A few of his close collaborators are his friends Tyler Shad, Wade Barnes, Bob Meiskens, and Ethan Nestor Darling. Shad serves as Markiplier's
manager. Oh, jeez.
I shouldn't be laughing as hard as that. For the record, no. Tyler is not and has never been my manager. I don't. That is so funny. No. No. We talked about this in the other video.
Oh, I saw a picture of Amy and Mark.
It's a picture of me and Amy. Well, it won't focus. There we go. It's a picture. Okay. Well, there. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
YouTube space
it's
LA.
It's a picture of me and Amy, and the caption is Markiplier and a friend are shown here at the reception. Regardless of what he does, Markiplier has continued to welcome legions of fans into his community where they have been entertained, comforted, and made to feel at home. Whatever the future holds for him, he vows to keep working hard, expanding his horizons, and making his young fans laugh, cry, think, and enjoy themselves. Well, that's nice. That's nice to end on. That's a pretty good one. I appreciate that. But also...
not all accurate.
Is this allowed? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't really care. Meanwhile, it's full of inaccuracies. Like, it's clear that they went to some lengths to try to do research, but, you know, if they'd dug a little deeper,
maybe
I guess.
this
But
book
there's only
was
so
probably
much information out there
published
about
maybe
my
a couple
life,
years ago,
even though I put
around
out
the time, maybe 2018, I think.
videos talking about my life. But, you know, you can only get so much out of that. There's no way you can get the whole picture of my life. And they put my whole life in a book. There we go. That's it. But if you ever wanted to know about me, why not just watch my videos? Because I talk about my life all the time. You can get to know me as a person instead of whatever that book tried to paint me into being. Okay. Anyway, I got nothing else to say about this. There's books about other people, I guess. I don't know why, but there are. Lixian, figure out some way to wrap this up. You got this. Okay.
What?
I'll be on my phone. You figure out how this video ends. Put like a, you know, like this video if you like this video, but not me. Don't take me saying that. Just, you got it.
Well, shit. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and don't hit the subscribe button. Obliterate the bell. Share it with your friends. Okay, Lixian, calm down.
Good job, Lixian. You did. You did.
Oh, Lixian, that was great. You're kidding, right?
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was great. Oh my god, that was so good. That was too funny. Wow. that was really, really funny. That thing with Lixian at the end, doing a smash the like button, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell. You know, that type of thing. But, I was obviously wrong. That it was not a book that he kind of decided to write. No, it was probably some random schmuck decided to make a series of books on YouTubers. And one of them was of Mark. Now, I'm gonna guess of when this book was probably published. It was probably published in 2018, around 2018, because maybe at that time, it said he had 20 million at the time, or whatever. It had been 20 million, so there's that. But, yeah, a lot of inaccuracies, too. One of them being the hospital visits that he had, where apparently he had a camera set up or whatever, and they like combined it with his original hospital visit that he had to do when he had that abdominal pain, which ended up being his appendix was ready to burst, and the tumor in his adrenal gland. The thing with the camera happened in 2015 when he had, I guess, complications from that surgery, and he had a bowel obstruction. So that's why. So that I'll clear that up for everybody. But yeah, that's what happened. And again, with his appendix removal and his tumor removal, he had to go through almost 24 hours of fucking pain because the doctors decided to fucking be stupid and not give him painkiller at all because they accidentally made a miscalculation, like fucking idiots that they are, and almost killed the man. But still, I find that really funny. But still, that was really awesome. That was pretty funny to watch. Just him going through those the freaking information about him. But I don't know, would Mark really want to write a book about his life? Same thing with like other YouTubers like Jacksepticeye or anybody else. Like, would they be willing to write books? I know there is a few YouTubers that have done so. I think Rosanna Pantino, not necessarily like a biography, but more of like, I guess, cooking related. I know Rosanna Pantino did that. Matthew Santoro, he wrote a book about facts, with all the facts, interesting facts that were submitted by his fans. I don't know what other people have written books, but obviously I don't read books. I don't read books that much. The last time I probably did was in high school or college, whatever. But again, that's another thing too, that people like. I could see what he means with the whole assumption thing. Yeah, people like when people probably write these, they assume that they were destined to be YouTubers. Obviously, Mark at that point, before he even discovered YouTube, he didn't even know what the fuck he wanted to do with his life. He really didn't like what he was doing. Engineering wasn't really working out for him. He lost his girlfriend. And again, he was just in a bad. He felt lost, and he didn't know what to do. So he uses, I think, his tax refund to buy a camera. Well, he wanted to do. He was trying to figure out other ideas until he came across YouTube. But then he used the tax refund to buy a camera because he might use it for skits and short comedy videos and whatever. And then he ended up becoming a gamer, and you know what they say, the rest is history. But then you got to also remember he had his original channel, but YouTube banned its monetization at one point. Even though Mark did not even have his videos monetized. He didn't even have monetization on. He just got notified that it was banned of monetization. And then he had to go subscribe. He didn't know what to do again. And then he was like, you know what, maybe I'll just make a new channel. And then, you know what they say, the rest was history. And here he is now, as one of the top YouTube gamers and content creators out there on the platform. with over 25 million subscribers, 12 billion views, huge videos like A Heist with Markiplier and a bunch of others. He's done pretty much almost everything, but he wants to do more, obviously. But now I'm pretty sure that little project, that thing that we were probably, that little surprise, God knows what it was, it might be coming. Still, I thought this might have been the surprise, but it was just some kind of like random book because Ethan found it. So, oh Ethan, where do you find this shit? On Amazon. And that ain't that right. Let me see if it's still on Amazon. Okay, let me look up Markiplier. Let me look up Markiplier, not Independence Day, the movie, which I was just watching again. I don't know why I decided to rewatch that movie. It used to scare me as a kid when they blew up every city. Markiplier. Why is the first thing that pops up is Dandrine Anti-Dandruff Shampoo and Conditioner Bundle? Okay, here it is. I found it. Yeah, it's got 1.5 stars. Oh, Jesus Christ. With more, here's the description. With more than 10 billion total views by 2018, Mark Edward Markiplier Fishbach is one of the biggest names in the digital age, making a name for himself through the combination of a silky baritone voice, larger-than-life reactions, and a true penchant for comedy. Markiplier has risen to become the king of YouTube's gaming community. He has even leveraged his success as a video gamer into charitable donations, massive man meetups, and an international comedy tour, proving once and for all that a career on YouTube is more than just fun and games. And this book was published on July 15th of 2019. Couldn't you at least fucking made it more accurate in that time, in that 1 year time, you Matarats? Philip, Wooly, whatever you, Wally, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you Wally from now on. But I guess, again, it's now 2020, and obviously some of that is inaccurate. But I don't know. Who knows what it could have been. But anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough about this. Overall, that was pretty funny to watch and stuff. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. No. We're gonna do it just like how Lixian did it. So if you like what you saw here, hit that like button! Smash that subscribe button! Obliterate that ring bell! But anyways, let me go back to my normal routine. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to also check out my Instagram because I make cool hits of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. I also do reenactments and cosplays on there, so go check it out. Be sure to also check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRDL96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!